by saying, I remember at XQC and Kai Cenat, you guys talking about who's richer on stream and going band for band. Let's settle it. Whoever donates the most to Team Water is officially the richest. And this was in August, the beginning of August. This was August 1st that was tweeted. And to give you guys a little bit of a preface, Kai Cenat and Aiden Ross were, I wouldn't say they were on the rocks, but they were in the process of repairing their relationship when this was going on. Mr. Beast, Aiden Ross had nothing to do with this, and Kai Cenat and Mr. Beast, or Kai Cenat and XQC, have had their own static between the years. They were cool at one point several years ago, but he felt like XQC would be taking shots at him, and Kai Cenat is somebody, from what I've been able to gather, that is, it's either you're his friend and you abide by those things that you would abide by for a friend, or you are not his friend. There's not this like middle ground where you're
like where you can play around with them and say that's real. There's not a middle ground where you can play around, kind of talk crazy and ha 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 boom. This is how I feel, but that's still my dog though. It seems that's not an option. It's either yo, we partners, is that, or it's not. Which I can respect that. You feel me? Y'all don't like being played around with a certain way, so I ain't going for it.
Welcome to the Invoice Race, Jobber Edition. Let's meet the pros.
Hi, I'm Chad. I'm a plumber, and I left a paper invoice on a client's step. I'm feeling pretty
respect.
Criticizing him on a public platform where people may look at him negatively, and then you're like cool with him behind the scenes, and you're just saying like, oh, I was just saying my opinion out loud. He does not rock with that. And I respect that, because I'm not somebody that rocks. So I understand people are like that, but those people can stay over there. So part of that was money. And then Kai Cenat talks about we could go band for band, and then he did have to get humbled because XQC does have a lot more bread than Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat has a history with Mr. Beast. He, of course, was a fan of Mr. Beast, and I believe he was inspired by Mr. Beast.
Absolutely inspired by Mr. Beast, bro. You know, the types of ideas and projects that I'm gonna do the Mr. Beast method on Twitch for sure.
We call Kai Cenat the Mr. Beast of streaming, Mr. Beast of Twitch, whereas Mr. Beast is production values, craziness, taking things to the next level on video on demand, so on the YouTube platform. Kai Cenat is that for streaming, which is very difficult. But these guys had their own collaboration for a previous Mafia-thon, and I'm gonna play you guys a clip right now when they were collabing together.
Thanks to Mr. Beast's credit card, we want to help make more dreams come true, so we're throwing our card in the mix!
Whoa. Wait, how much?
Oh my gosh!
That's cool. How much is on it? Oh wait, that's actually pretty cool artwork. Oh, fuck.
I'm about to run this up to me!
Wait, can we show that?
We hit a lick! We hit a lick, yes, we can show it.
Okay.
We hit a lick!
How much is on it though?
So for this collaboration, this was a huge deal for Kai Cenat at this point in time. He wasn't as big as he is right now. He was still one of the biggest streamers, but streaming had not yet really just exploded. It was in the process of doing so.
Yeah.
And really, Kai
was changing the scene. He was doing movie scripts. Y'all remember the movie joint with Ray and him? He was in the process of switching it up.
Nah, Kai Cenat and Speed really took it to that next level. Of course, you can't get into this conversation without mentioning Aiden Ross. But Mr. Beast, he gave Kai Cenat a ton of money to donate and to spend on people in the Bronx. And of course, like, there were sponsors involved in this, like T-Mobile from the clip that I showed you. So these guys had already collaborated. They were chill. They were cool, at least in terms of like a working relationship. But with the Team Water thing, Aiden Ross would then call out Kai Cenat, and he would say, oh, I donate this much if Kai donates this much. And then Kai didn't donate. And I even said this, where I was like, yo, Aiden was still repairing his relationship with Kai. I don't think that was a situation where it's like it can be used in a joking manner, because there are all of these clip pages, it's the new National Enquirer, and the new celebrities are the streamers and the content creators. So National Enquirer tabloids these pages that are incentivized to get a ton of views. Some of them have it out for a Kai Cenat or whatever streamer. They're all people running this, so they have their own biases and people that they like and don't like. So a lot of people started saying, yo, Kai hasn't donated. And he ended up not donating at all. He wouldn't allow himself to get pressured into it. So when he talks about the Mr. Beast Team Water situation, this is the first time he had spoken on it since then. And I'm going to play you guys the first clip right now.
I can't fake it, man. Jimmy cool. That was pulled last month was a little fishy. Hey, listen, no hard feelings though. That was a little.
Hey, before we get back into the video, I got a way you can make some extra bread. I know you bored at home right now, bro. And all you have to do is play games and get paid for it. If you stream. You can tell these are not.
Jimmy, man. I'm just being real. But shout out to Jimmy, man.
Respect. Like, hey, like we cool. Again, you can tell these are not people that are friends in real life. We are friends by work. You know what I'm saying? And I bet we see some type of collaborative thing happen to bring it all back together. But this is not my friends in real life. These are associates. We get this money together. We turn it up. We know what to do. And I didn't like how he was moving. I rock with you, bro, but I just didn't like that, though. That wasn't cool. I don't think you should involve me and stuff like that. You see how things are. Like, read the room. You getting them. You know what I'm saying? You're Mr. Beast, bro. You supposed to be the guy that, like, sit back. Nah, we ain't gonna do that, man. Everything's good over here. It's all good. If he doesn't want to do the water thing, it's all right, man. We all. It's gonna get done. No issue. Shout out my boy Kai, and that's how we go on about it. That's how that just need to be.
So even then, in this clip, these tabloids started to spread it as if Kai Cenat thought that Team Water itself, the charity, was fishy, which is not the case at all. It is easy to misinterpret it like that, especially if it's chopped up in that way. But what he was saying was fishy was how Jimmy, Mr. Beast, was behaving about it. Like, he's like, yo, the fact that he's like mentioning me and then mentioned me a second time, and then he's with Aiden and he wouldn't do this unless I did this, and I'm getting dragged into this. Like, I don't really mess with that. And I gotta make it clear too, like, some people will say like, yo, Mr. Beast is a little bit aggressive in getting donations, but that's kind of what you gotta do. Put pressure people a little bit to, especially rich people, where they're not pressuring broke people, to donate to this cause that serves Mr. Beast. And I said, Kai Cenat, why would he do that and just be because keep in mind, Team Water, it's Mr. Beast. Now, those three, they broke the world record, XQC, Aiden, and Mr. Beast. But Mr. Beast, his foundation is Team Water. So all the credit, quote unquote, goes to him. Whereas Kai Cenat, maybe he wants to do his own initiative like he's doing with the Nigeria thing right now for Mafiathon 3. However, the reason why Kai Cenat says that this, like, it was a little fishy is because that's what resurfaced this narrative that Kai Cenat was quote-unquote scamming with the school in Nigeria. And this goes back to Makoko, Nigeria, when Kai Cenat went over there to do a live stream. Makoko is this popular like slum where there's just water. It's on top of water. It's very difficult. And this page, KickChamp, along with a couple of other pages, they were trying to resurface that, yo, the school's not built. There's no progress on the school. They were trying to do it like in the Dr. Umar thing. And it wasn't catching until he didn't donate to Mr. Beast's Team Water. So he starts facing heat. That starts going viral. It starts spreading everywhere. People are calling Kai Cenat a scammer. So much so that Kai Cenat had to come, show everybody the updates, and tell them that 15% of Mafiathon 3 was going to go to Nigeria. He brought in someone, I believe a woman from South Africa that works with these organizations to build a school. And I'm willing to bet that if this didn't happen, this negative press that he got for not donating to Team Water, not just not donating to Team Water, but them using him not donating to Team Water as a way to slander him.
I'm telling you, bro, it's too much stuff going behind the scenes. Whenever them videos was coming out and I was reacting to them, I know for a fact I'm on there saying, bro, it's stuff behind the scenes. Maybe it was a big thing where he's like, okay, this is bigger than I thought. Take a step back. I come back to it. However it works. But I just know the man ain't go over there, do a stream in their face, XYZ, boom, bam, bop, and then leave. And say, well, I ain't gonna build them schools. Nobody gonna think about it. That nigga done went and said, guess what, 15% as well as, y'all come up here. Y'all come up here and clean my name up real quick and let niggas know what's going on with this water shit.
It's really slander. For the Nigeria situation, I don't think he would have devoted 15% to Nigeria. He may have done it for a different charity or a different cause, but he was forced to address that. So he gets on the phone with Mr. Beast, and I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Well, first up, I wanted to just say congrats on cracking 1 million.
Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, and keep talking about what you were saying on stream. I could tell that there was, the whole Team Water thing.
Nah, yeah,
people were running with that, and I actually, so I'm not even joking. I I don't know if you got a I don't know why I have two Kai Cenat saved, but I called you and texted you quite a bit, but I didn't realize until a week ago that it was your old number.
Yeah.
And I reached out to your manager. I was like, dang, does Kai hate me? And he's like, no. And then I asked for your number. I was like, oh, I've been texting the wrong number this whole time.
Yeah,
so.
Jimmy, I love you, and we've been cool for a long time. I think, but if I'm being real, like from me to you, what happened last month. What I don't think you see it from my perspective, but from what happened last month, if you looked at everything that was going on, it was a little too much. I kind of I had to it was my old number, correct, but I also had to lock in for this month, but also I felt away from that, if I'm just being honest.
Yeah, no, I could tell it wasn't like the people were running with the you not donating and stuff. That's why I tried calling. And
Yeah.
I replied to a tweet telling people to chill out.
Yeah, I seen that, and I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah. So
So I don't think Mr. Beast.
Yeah, I seen that, and I appreciate that, bro.
yeah. So
So I don't think Mr. Beast meant any harm, and I do think this was a bit of a miscommunication between them, and Mr. Beast got stuck in the middle of something that he didn't know that was going on with Kai Cenat and just in the streaming world in general.
Word.
And now I do think they will be able to repair that relationship, but I think Kai Cenat's looking at it like, yeah, I appreciate you saying that Kai doesn't have to donate, or yeah, he appreciates you saying that, but like all the damage had already been done. And with the whole change in the number thing, this does seem like something that Kai Cenat does, where I think he just falls back from the person and expects them to understand what was going on. So I'm glad that they had this conversation, because I think this is something that's you can repair. You can put this back together. They can have a relationship again, because I don't think there was any malice from Mr. Beast's end, and he just didn't know. Whereas in the past, for example, Kai Cenat did something similar, and I don't think Kai Cenat is very confrontational from what I'm gathering,
because he didn't even really want to elaborate on how he was feeling. Like, I would have came on here just how I am, so you could really understand what I'm saying. Like, you see what's going on in my situation. What made me upset. It was a lot of but kind of like. Oh, I would have been very direct, yo, bro, and I just didn't appreciate how you were constantly saying these things, in regards to the water thing, when it's like, it's not even that, I have my own situation going on, and I'm doing my own thing, and whenever it got controversial, I just kind of wish that, it was a better job at, getting off my dick about this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just being a lot very clear about it. But hey,
a lot of times people try to base their journeys off of what other people are doing, but that's not my story.
People operate how they operate.
When it happened with Aiden Ross, he said the reason that he cut Aiden Ross off and wasn't speaking to him anymore, answering his calls, was when that incident happened with Tav, Aiden's former manager, when Kai Cenat had that Big Mac meal with the chicken Big Mac meal with McDonald's, and then Kai Cenat's manager calls him, and he's like, yo, chicken Big Mac, really? Chicken Big Mac? And he's like, yo, why is this guy calling me and talking to me like this? And then these pages that are affiliated with Kick or named after Kick are just throwing dirt on Kai Cenat's name and creating these narratives. He's like, yo, what the, and then he just falls back from Aiden, and Aiden doesn't even know what that dude Tav said. So Aiden's in the dark, and I think he just assumed that Aiden knew what was going on or was a part of what's going on. So that led to them not speaking for a very, very long time until pre-Team Water incident, of course. And then they speak, and Aiden fires his manager for not just that, but for some other things that he felt he wasn't living up to. Like, he kind of did him dirty. He didn't announce why or what exactly happened or the details. So I think that was another example of Kai just falling back on certain people. And the situation with Bruce, too, he addressed that publicly, but that was just out there in public. So him just falling back from Bruce is completely understandable. But I don't think Kai is going to be like, yo, why did you do this? How come? Like, let's work out this situation. I think from what we've seen so far, he's just the type to be like, yo, you know what? I'm just not going to mess with that person anymore. And I do understand that, because sometimes I've done that. And it's not always the right approach, because sometimes it is just a genuine misunderstanding and it could have been repaired, but you decided not to address it. But I do like the fact that Kai Cenat is willing to address it. He's like, listen, man, I didn't like what you did there. Like, that was uncomfortable. I had a bunch of other stuff going on. And he wasn't saying like, yeah, dude, like my number just changed. He's not capping to him. He's not capping to his face. He's saying, look, yeah, my number did change, and I had to prepare for this, because keep in mind, this was the month of September. The month of August is when Team Water was going on. Kai Cenat, that whole month of August, they were for sure preparing for the subathon that he was going to do, for the Mafiathon. I mean, just take a look at the announcement that they did. It was months in preparation. Now, could he have just donated, thrown some money in? Of course, but it's the premise and the background and
the principle. Y'all boys ain't finna bully me into doing nothing. Nathan, Nathaniel.
Why he donated, and I really respect him for taking all that, not just criticism, for taking all that hate, because he wasn't going to allow himself to be bullied into donating into something. I think he would have donated on regular terms, because, listen, every other creator under the sun donated to the Team Water situation. But I hope him and Jimmy and Mr. Beast are able to repair it. Him and Aiden Ross, it does seem a little bit more rocky, although he is cool with that dude Cuffham now, which I'm glad that they're cool, because Cuffham is hilarious. Aiden Ross is just lazy right now. And Aiden Ross also addressed this.
He just had Young Thug on his
clip that I'm play you guys right now.
I'm not guys, you don't have to. I'm telling you, I feel weird, like, especially after the Team Water thing, because I feel bad about that. Meaning, I don't know. I saw like a clip of Kai. I felt bad. I don't know. Maybe feel bad. You have to holler act.
So Aiden saying like he feels bad about that situation, but I just feel like he knew what he was doing, or he knew what could potentially come out of what he said when he like called on Kai Cenat to donate. So I can't just take the whole like him. I do believe that he feels bad, but for him to pretend that he,
because just at the end of the day, he's a good boy, man. He's like, nah, bro, I shouldn't have did that. He's one of those people that something happens, he goes back when he's alone and he's like, why did I do that? Shouldn't have did that. And then now he's over here backtracking and he kind of speaks on it a little bit without going too deep into it. Bro, I shouldn't have.
Team Water thing, because I feel bad about that. Meaning, I don't know. I saw like a clip of Kai. I felt bad. I don't know. Maybe feel bad. You have to holler act.
So Aiden saying like he feels bad about that situation, but I just feel like he knew what he was doing, or he knew what could potentially come out of what he said when he like called on Kai Cenat to donate. So I can't just take the whole like him. I do believe that he feels bad, but for him to pretend that he,
because just at the end of the day, he's a good boy, man. He's like, nah, bro, I shouldn't have did that. He's one of those. People that something happens, he goes back when he's alone and he's like, why did I do that? Shouldn't have did that. And then now he's over here backtracking and he kind of speaks on it a little bit without going too deep into it. Because he knows, bro.
Wouldn't know how that would turn out. I don't think that's the truth because he kept it to himself why he fired Tav. And the reason why he did that is because if he put the reason he fired Tav out there, Tav might end up getting a lot of maybe he feels unwarranted hate or people targeting him based on that situation. So he can afford the same grace to Kai Cenat and not just call him out when your guys' relationship wasn't tight like it was 2 years ago. You were just repairing it 2 weeks before you called him out to donate. But that's just what I think. But let me know what y'all think in the comments.
For sure. No, that's real. That's real. I understand that. That being said, let me know what y'all.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words,
did you see the Trump thing?
Trump thing.
People were saying that Trump died.
Oh, that was false news though, right?
It was false news now.
Okay.
So he came out and said, oh yeah, I don't know what these guys are talking about, fake news, blah, blah, this and that. But what was interesting, during the time it was happening, there was...
Mans are gonna start getting the mark of the beast. It was some Asian guy, right? And there's a video of them planting the needle in it, and he goes...
The Black Ops cover art is not what we remember. He doesn't have 2 guns.
But is what? No, it's like this, right?
He has
a guy in Italy, in Florence, he says trapping and cursing people through like his street performance.
What?
Oh, it's crazy.
What happens to Where is the Statue of Liberty? The Big Apple, New York City. What do they call New York City? The Big Apple, fam.
It's low-key better than Squid Games.
Really?
But it's a real Hunter x Hunter examination.
No way!
It's in Turkey where they found Santa Claus.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't see that? I thought that's
Hold on. What are you talking about here?
Oh,
gonna chip or drown.
Chip or drown. That's what put him on. Fam, A-Boogie and Kodak.
Oh, drowning. No. I have to make a sacrifice to Pazuzu because it's a certain day the moon is out. I have to do a sacrifice.
I'm blind.
Cool as fuck, I'm
boy.
blind. And I can't see. Like, I need contact lens. I need glasses, fam. I don't even have glasses on me right now. I deadass can't even see like 10 feet in front of me.
Yeah,
I
hey
swear.
man, I don't need these for seeing, bro. This is for fashion, man.
Bro.
I was gonna say because like when I bought these, because they're expensive, right? And I went to an expensive store, and me and Hayden went in, right? So boom, I go into the kind of bougie store. The door's already like when you try to open it, you can't. Like they have to look at you and then press the button to go in.
Oh, because it's luxury.
Yeah, it's luxury.
Where did you go?
I went to. I don't want to plug them. I don't want to plug them at all. Yeah, so I went to their store. Boom, they let it. I think they let me in because Hayden was wearing like a full Dior suit.
Yeah.
So I go in with Hayden, right? And I'm like, yo, can I look at the? I see the chrome hearts, all of them, all the glasses, all in one bin. And I'm like, yo, can I see that one? And they're like, bro, we don't really let people touch or even try on the chrome heart glasses. I'm like, what the heck? I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. Just let me wear it, bro. And he's giving me like a tough time. So I'm like, bro, I straight up say, yo, I'm gonna buy it if I like it. So I try to go, yo, do you guys do promotion, like influencer promotion? I just wanted to be a dickhead back. You know what I mean? I was like, I'll get you more exposure. Like, nah, I don't think your little YouTube channel will help, shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, have you seen these 2 Asian guys? And then he looks at it, and I have it on vlog too. He's like, oh, I have seen those. You're that guy. So now mans are acting nice. Like, oh, do you want to see the clear chrome hearts? Do you want to see the Goyard? Like,
yo, they pretty woman to you still.
Yeah,
they pretty woman to you. And you bought it.
And I bought it. No, but I wanted this. This is what I wanted to walk out with.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it worked.
Yeah,
the pretty woman effect worked.
Yeah, it did still. Fuck.
I feel like if somebody tries to pull a pretty woman on me, I'm just walking out.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't really care. Like honestly.
But what if you really wanted it?
Because I'm at the point of like your attitude selling the product is the product for me now. You know what I mean? It's attached to the brand.
Yeah.
High key, whoever's selling it, that's also attached to the brand.
That's true. Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna buy it. Like let's say your whole life. Any time you've bought Jordans was from somebody that's a dick.
Yeah. So now you
wouldn't like Jordans anymore. You wouldn't like Jordans anymore. You would buy Adidas.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait, so what are you gonna say about the gentrifying thing?
Like okay. Check this out. Okay. So another example of that would be because it's for fashion. I agree. Like I'm into fashion too.
Yeah.
It's art. It's art. You know, it's all about
I do
preference.
art. Where's the circuit box?
Yeah, it's art. It's art. But when it's something medical or when it's something like people need, is it gentrifying? Is it gentrifying the disabled? Is it? Because look, obviously it's not to that degree. And I'm not knocking you, fam. Like man's used to wear the 3D glasses and pop out the middles.
Yeah.
But if you were to wear like let's say a bracelet that's like a medical bracelet, but you have no like medical thing.
Yeah.
Is that the same thing? If I was walking around with a cast for fashion, is that cool?
No, that's not cool. But
why?
I'm pretty sure
that shit would look cool.
Actually, maybe yeah. If it was fucking.
But is it bad because like my shit's not even broken? Some people are in pain.
I don't think it matters, bro. As long as it doesn't matter what people think, fam. It's like if you want to wear a cast, even though you're not injured, go ahead, bro. If you're that, I don't think you're sick in the head for doing that.
Yeah.
At all.
Okay, what if let's take it a step further.
Okay.
Take it a step further.
Yeah.
What if people started rocking like crutches everywhere?
Crutches? I mean, RJ did that.
They're not like injured.
Oh, see, that's why. Okay, so RJ did that because he wanted.
That was a finesse, though.
He wanted benefits from it. I think that's when it becomes
evil.
That's evil.
That's evil.
Yeah, but if you walk around with crutches, but you admit like, oh, yo, no, I'm not injured. I just do this because I like it. Then, that you're in a whole different other lane. You're just doing it because you like it. That's like those guys.
I think that's whack, though.
That's not like the weird addictions. Like, oh, I eat cardboard. Oh, that's you, fam.
Harbor Freight tools keep getting better with time. Better performance. Better durability. Better value.
Ow! Because there aren't people eating cardboard that are affected by it. So let's say you're on crutches and there's someone behind you that actually needs crutches. And then you get special treatment, but because you're first, the other person behind you doesn't get help.
Aren't there enough crutches to go around though? So like if you bought crutches, you bought crutches.
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Like personally, I wouldn't. I don't know. I just think it's Because if somebody else needs it, I wouldn't be the one to take it.
I guess.
But for glasses, that's solid. Like everybody wears glasses.
Everyone wears glasses.
I'm just saying, like if you were to take it a step further,
If you have that argument, I can go to my optometrist and then get that thing that turns like remember when I go into the sun, it goes black, like the lenses that do that.
Yeah. The transitions.
Yeah,
the sunglasses.
Now I have a reason to wear it. Now you
know you should put like blue light.
Yeah, exactly. I could do that.
That's purposeful.
And then boom, purposeful. Now the conversation is over. Like
no, I'm
like that's so crazy.
I'm not knocking.
Fam, I'm
joking. I'm literally joking though.
No, because the whole time in high school and shit, this guy was literally the guy who made fun of me wearing fakes. So now
I was a child.
No, listen.
I was a child.
Listen. Now I finally have a chance to buy myself something real.
I'm an adult
there's
now.
another argument. Why are you wearing real
Fam, you can buy the fake ones.
See? Like, yo, life is so
You gotta
funny.
go with the times. You gotta go with the times, bro.
No, yo, deadass.
You gotta go with the times,
No,
though.
now it's so like there wasn't really any point of buying this real.
Yeah.
Because everybody has so much fakes,
There's
but
not.
it's like a me thing. Like I do it personally.
Because I want to say before it was more of like you respect the artist behind it.
Yeah.
So you'll buy the real. But now the artist has become a corporation.
Yeah.
Where it's more of like, fam, it's a monopoly. Like these Nikes, that's a monopoly now.
Yeah.
It's not even like that.
And it's actually better for the artist for people wearing fakes because at the same time it's exposure. Before it was the fakes were like, don't wear that. That's trash. But now it's like, no, go wear it because it's exposure. Yeah, I mean,
because growing up, like you would want these Jordans or these Nikes that are fucking like limited as shit. What made them cool was that they're limited and there's only real ones. But since there's fake ones all around, everybody can get fake ones. Nobody's gonna like care.
Yeah, nobody's gonna care now. It's
Nah,
normalized,
whatever, bro. It's normalized.
And you know who I blame on that?
I think the crazy ones are the ones still paying the big dollar prices.
Facts. And you know who I blame wearing the reps? All the influencers like Trenton. His whole closet is reps, but like he made it big off those reps because he has a bunch of clothes. Like if you're a fashion influencer, you're not gonna pay hundreds of dollars unless you're wisdom level.
No, that's smart.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah, that's smart.
unless you're wisdom level and you have that money, then you can for videos. But Trenton, fam, get reps. Yo, you can do a million videos with like real fake shit. You know what I mean?
That's smart because what happens is nobody's gonna like look at.
Yeah, no,
tags,
like
bro.
at the end
Nobody's
of the day,
really
it's
looking at that
normalized.